The moment has finally arrived. South Alabama Jaguars ending the regular season at home. What an honor for the seniors. They finally get to take the field at home one last time, and they know they will put everything they have to end the regular season and their last game as a senior at home with the win. South Alabama's offense takes the field, emotions are high, and out comes Ross Metheny, his final game at home as a senior, and he will make the most of it. Keeps it on the handoff, he's still running, cuts out, cuts back in, picks up the first down and more, and he's brought down at the 49-yard line. What a way to start the game. 18 touchdowns passing for the season. Not great, 1741 yards passing. Did miss a few games, but not the best stats. But he is getting them the wins. False starts. Cancels out the momentum there, but they can pick it back up.
Still first down.
In a bit of a hole here, 1st and 15. And then he sees something. Okay, Jones throws it to Funnerbunk, and who else drops the ball. And then he under center. Drops back, pressure's coming, throws it, and dropped again. 0 for 2, those are on the receivers, although Metheny is struggling with his accuracy. Alone in the backfield. Pressure's coming, he's looking, throws it, and connects with Wes Saxton. Who else picks up the first down, 19 yards. Metheny again in the shotgun. Motions Funnerbunk over to the right. Jay Jones in the backfield. Hands it off to Jay Jones, cuts inside, picks up 3 yards, 2nd and 7. In the bunch formation here, Metheny under center. Drops back, the pressure's coming, gets it off, and Funnerbunk redeems himself, picking up the first down and more, 13 yards there. Now it's been a tough season passing-wise for this team. Metheny keeps it. He's still running, tries to juke out the defender, but he is caught. So they will be using the run game as much as possible, I assume here. Then he keeps it on the handoff, gets caught up with the lineman, pitches it, but it falls back, and the defender falls on it. McCollum picks it up. Huge mistake there by Ross Metheny in approaching the red zone and potentially putting up some points. They lose that one. ULL's offense, Raging Cajuns take the field. He hands it off to the running back, but he's caught immediately, tackled for loss, 5 yards. What a good start for the defense. Hopefully they ride off of that momentum, try to keep them. On the screen pass, gets it, but he's caught immediately. Only a yard of 1, gain of 1. On the hurry up here, 3rd and 14. Clock winding down to 4 minutes. Another screen pass, gets it. Stiff arms the defender, but he's hit hard and he's brought down. 3 and out. Great job, South Alabama's defense. Ross Metheny gets the ball back. Will try to redeem himself. Takes the snap, hands it off to Jay Jones, but he's caught in the backfield. 2nd and 12. Jay Jones taking a bunch of those this year, but he does make up for it. And Metheny barely gets that off as it hits the ground, luckily. Not picked off. 3rd and 12. Pressure is coming. Goes out to the right. Throws it to Lavender. Lavender drops the ball. This is very rare from Lavender, but he has been dropping big passes the last 2 games. Keeps it for himself. Cuts inside it, but he's caught anyway. 4 yards. 2nd and 6. A little over 2 minutes to go here. Connects with the receiver on the slant, and they pick up the first down. Gaining some momentum there. Still a bit back, 31-yard line, their own 31. Hands it off to running back, and he gets a big rush there, 7 yards jumping ahead, 3rd and 3. Takes it. It's a screen pass, but he doesn't find anybody, and he takes the sack. 4th and 13. Enrique Williams is having a great year this year. South Alabama's 3rd offensive possession this quarter. Connects with Brian Lavender. Picks up 8. Good way to start the drive with the pass. Keep the defense on their toes. Keeps it for himself. Pitches it off to Houston. But he can't find any room. He's caught, tackled in the backfield. 3rd and 5. Jay Jones back in the game. And he's looking. Connects with Jay Jones and he picks up the 1st down. And they are entering into opponent territory at the 45. Hands it off to Kendall Houston. He's still running. Gets a nice big gain of 8 yards. 2nd and 2. 30 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter. Hands it off to Houston again. Cuts a few times. Picks up 4 yards. Jay Jones did go down, and we're going to sub in Kendall Houston. Jay Jones is too valuable. Do not want to risk it. Kendall Houston is more than qualified to fit that position. As he passes it off to Kendall Houston, speaking of, he picks up 12 yards. Easy 1st down there. Last play of the quarter, but then he keeps it for himself. Tries to break the tackle, but he's brought down. That will end the 1st quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Score is still 0-0. Defensive game here. Second and 10. Start off the 2nd quarter. Nathaniel under center motions. Denham keeps it for himself. He finds some room. Picks up 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Nathaniel alone in the backfield. 5 wideouts. Motions Jones. He's looking, runs out, throws it, and it hits the ground. 4th and 6. Let's see what they do here. They will elect to kick it. 3 points. Takes a snap, kicks it, and he puts it through, and they're up first on the scoreboard. 3-0 South Alabama. ULL's offense strolling out. Try to put up points on this drive. Connects with the receiver. Picks up the easy 1st down. Easily picked up the 1st down. Motions over to the right. Receiver. Hands it off to him on the counter. Breaks the tackle, but he's brought down. 2nd and 8. Quarterback takes it. Hands it off to the running back, and they pick up 2 yards. 3rd and 7. This is where South Alabama has been strong all game so far. This is coming, connects with the running back, and he picks up the 1st down. The defender did something happen, ran right past him. Their offense is moving on the screen pass. They connect. He's still running, and he just gets the 1st down. 12 yards. 2nd and 10. In the pistol. Quarterback finds his receiver, and he's tackled. 3rd and 3. Let's see if South Alabama can get a stop here. All fighting to get some points up, and of course they pick up the 1st down as they've been doing all drive, and they're strolling down the field. 1st and 10. Hands it off to him on the draw, but he's caught immediately, blown up in the backfield, killing their momentum there. 3rd and 13. Throws it deep, and it's deflected by Charles Harris. 4th and 13. ULL will kick it. It goes off, and he makes it. The game is tied once again, 3-3. This game showing the signs of a defensive game here. It's probably going to be low scoring with any caught. No gain on that one. 2nd and 10. Then he drops back. No pressure, not too much pressure, but it's deflected. Could have been intercepted, but he went for the deflection to be safe. 3rd and 10 here. Pressure's coming. Connects with West Saxton again. Right up the middle. 16 yards. They have to utilize him more. Hands it off to Jay Jones, but he's caught immediately again in the backfield. I mean, he's just being hit hard. He's having a tough game. Defense is ready for him. Then takes it on the screen, throws it to Lavender instead, finds him wide open. He's still running, brought down at the 18, 20-yard line. What a gain there. Then he's looking, finds Jay Jones wide open. He's going to run it in for a touchdown. 19 yards. What a play there. And they're up again, pending the field goal, and they make it 10-3. A little under 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. Let's see if ULL can take advantage. Quarterback keeps it. Stiff arms, picks up 7 yards. 3rd and 3. He's looking. He connects with the receiver, picks up the first down. Still in their own territory, ULL slowly making their way towards midfield. No pressure at all. Finds the receiver wide open, picks up another first down. Coming up on 2 minutes here. ULL trying to get on the board. Deep pass, and it's intercepted. The cornerback's running it back. Brought down at the 36. What a clutch moment. Charles Harris getting 2 deflections. Finally getting the interception there. Giving South Alabama's offense the opportunity to score here. Gets a block. He's still running down the field. Pushed out 17 yards. 10-3 South Alabama. Trying to get on the board here. He looks. Runs out to the right. And he's brought down hard. Tackle. A hit he should not have taken there. Lavender in motion. Matheny drops back. Pressure's coming. Connects with Bryant Lavender. Picks up the first down. 10 first downs. And only a 1-score game here still. Minute 34 to go. He throws it, finds Wes Saxton wide open into the red zone. Wes Saxton, 60 yards on 3 receptions. He has been unstoppable up the middle so far. In motion, hands it off to Kendall Houston. He's caught. 2nd and 7. Gain of 3 there. 54 seconds left to go. Matheny drops back. He's looking, throws it up the middle, nearly intercepted. 4 white jerseys there. ULL had the chance to pick that off. South Alabama will not settle for the field goal here. They want to get the touchdown. Matheny rolls out to the right. He's going to keep it. Is he going to get it? He fumbles! And ULL picks it up. What a mistake. What a huge turnover and shift of momentum. Ross Matheny can't hold on to it. Yes, that is a fumble. Louisiana Lafayette will get the ball back. 1 more play here. 2nd and 9. The clock is winding down. And this should end the second half. Quarterback's looking. Throws it. Connects with the receiver. Running up the sideline, but he's caught. South Alabama. Louisiana Lafayette 10-3. South Alabama only up 7 points. They had the opportunity to build on that lead, but the fumble cost them the points. And now the halftime report. As mentioned before, this has been a very defensive game in that first half. Both defenses playing great, but you also have to put the lack of offensive performance on the offense. Drop passes, unnecessary sacks, and the inability of both teams to convert the 3rd down when most needed. And we have to give credit to South Alabama secondary playing shut down after getting lit up by Georgia State last week and coming up with a huge interception in the second quarter. Ross Matheny's turnover woes still continue. 2 fumbles in the first half, both in great field position for scoring. And this one hurt him the most as Ross Matheny decided to keep it, and within a yard he fumbles the ball. He's hit, he can't hang on to it, and the defense picks it up. And that's how they end the first half. Now let's focus on their strengths. Wes Saxton, he cannot be stopped. They can't cover him. He's been great up the middle. 3 receptions, 60 yards. They need to get him more involved. As you can see here, wide open. Defense is not the concern here. South Alabama's pass game. They need to work on it, put more focus on it. Noah Walker has to come up with something. Beautiful pass here by Ross Matheny as he doesn't choose a screen, but he finds Brian Lavender wide open in this beautiful touchdown pass to Jay Jones, which puts them up 10-3. that will end the halftime report. South Alabama's defense playing lights out, 102 total yards, 1 sack, 1 interception. They are averaging 3 yards per play on them. Let's see if they can keep that trend up. Well, on the screen pass, he gains 5 yards. Should be interesting to see what ULL does here. South Alabama has shut down their run game and their pass game so far. Able to pick up the first down. They do get some kind of momentum going, but something happens and South Alabama just shuts them down. That is a face mask. That will put them up on South Alabama. At their opposing 43, so they will enter into South Alabama's territory. 1st and 10 here at the 45. Hands it off to running back, runs up the middle, picks up good 9 yards there. Working their way up the field, he hands it off to running back again, who gets the first down. The hurry up here, of course, all game. Hasn't been working so far, but this is a good drive. Could be touchdown in the making. It's caught. They can't get the first down, and that will be 4th. They will kick it. Takes the snap. And he misses! South Alabama gets the ball back. The opportunity to build on this lead. Looks like the kicker had the range, just not the accuracy. Kendall Houston caught in the backfield. They have to get more pass plays here in the bunch formation. Then he drops back. Pressure's coming. Throws it deep. Oh, Thunderbunk had it, but he dropped it. 3rd and 12, and someone is down. Oh no, it's Ross Metheny. He is down, ladies and gentlemen. And we see Bridge trot onto the field. 3rd and 12, not the best situation. He's looking, and he overthrows the receiver. Ross Metheny down. Not sure what's going on here, but this does not look good. His final home game of his collegiate career. Quarterback hands it off to running back, picks up the first down. Another face mask on South Alabama, and that will push them up even more.
Face mask. Defense.
That will move Raging Cajuns further up. As you can see, Ross Metheny out for the game with a concussion. So Bridge will take his place, and it is what it is. It's the last game of this regular season, and Ross Metheny can't close it out. So Bridge will have to do the job. Running back just hammered, but they got a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 here. Hands it off to running back again. The running back Alonzo Harris gets the first down, moving ahead 2nd and 7. Takes a snap. He's looking, throws it on the slant. And another flag. It looked like another face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
With a little under 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter, 1st and goal, Raging Cajuns have a chance to tie this up, and he throws it at the end of the end zone, and he catches it, tiptoes as he catches it for a touchdown. And they are back in this game, pending the extra point. They will tie this one. What a throw and what a catch. The game once again tied, and Bridge in for Ross Metheny. He sees something. The audibles, he's looking, runs backwards, gets it off, throws it away, but there's a flag. Most likely intentional grounding. And that will move them back. Not a good start for Bridge so far. Could not convert the 3rd down, given that it was a tough situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and 25. Man in motion, Bridge in his own end zone, and he finds Wes Saxton, who else picks up 18 yards, 3rd and 7. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Bridge looking, once again finds Corey Walden this time, actually. Thought that was Wes Saxton going up the middle, but it was Corey Walden. Bridge taking another snap, and he finds Lavender, and they are passing. No run plays yet, and they are finding success. Bridge in the shotgun, and keeps it on the handoff, and he finds a nice 8 yards there. Jay Jones in the game still, a valuable asset, and they pick up 2 yards. And they are finding success on this drive. Bridge drops back even more, and finds Lavender. They connect for a 14-yard reception. Closing in on the red zone here. Bridge takes the snap. No blocking there. Defender got right through it, and that's a huge sack, putting them in a difficult situation here. 2nd and 18. They find themselves far back. Bridge again. The pressure's coming in. He got rid of it. 3rd and 18. This will most likely be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Bridge sees something. Takes it. He runs out to the right. Back up. Is he going to make it? And he's short. 10 yards. 4th and 8. And that will end the 3rd quarter. The game is tied. It's been a great game defensively. Offenses need to step up, but the Jaguars do find some rhythm with Bridge. The Jaguars will kick for the 3 points. Start off the 4th quarter, takes it, and he misses the kick. They do not get the 3 points, and ULL Raging Cajuns takes it again. Quarterback keeps it on the handoff, picks up 7 yards. 3rd and 2, jumping ahead. South Alabama need to stop here. Quarterback's looking, throws it away. 4th down. Bridge had a wonderful drive that last series. He's looking to have the same. Throws it. Oh, nearly intercepted. 3 defenders there. Very risky throw there by Bridge. They're making him pass. He's not a running quarterback, and he's off target. Him and Saxton do not connect on that play. And quickly they find themselves 3rd and 10. Bridge looking, no pressure, and he connects with Jones. Jeremy Jones picks up the 1st down. And Bridge is showing promise here. He hands it off to Jones. Picks up just 3 yards there. In the shotgun here. Jay Jones still in the game. Bridge takes a snap. Pressure's coming. Runs back. Somehow gets that off. That would have been a huge sack, and they find themselves in 3rd and 7. He already converted 3rd down. Let's see what he can do here. He finds Thunderbolt. Oh, and he drops the pass. They don't pick up the 1st down. 4th and 7. A very accurate pass dropped by Thunderbunk. Bridge finds Lavender deep, and is too far ahead of him, and that will be turnover on downs. Jumping ahead, Raging Cajuns. 3rd and 8. Let's see if they can take the opportunity to move down the field. Man motions over to the left side. Quarterback's looking. He has time. It throws it, and it's dropped. And that brings 4th and 8. South Alabama again given another opportunity. 4.5 minutes to go. Hands it off to Jones. Only picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8. These receivers really need to step it up and help Bridge out. It's 10-10. Score still tied. And he finds Wes Saxton still running. Breaks the tackle right over the defenders. Trucks another one, but he's finally brought down. What a play by Wes Saxton. And he passes 100 yards for the game. On the play action, Wes Saxton wide open. They can't keep up with him, and they can't bring him down. 2 defenders. Runs right through them, but can't find his footing. Almost trucks the 3rd as they pick up the 1st down. They are moving into opponent territory. Bridge hands it off to Jones, and he only picks up for 1 yard. 2nd and 9. 3.5 minutes left to go here. South Alabama does not want to settle for 3 points, giving ULL the chance to score. And he hands it off to Jones, picks up 4 yards. 3rd and 4, similar situation to last time. Jones motions over, Bridges looking, no pressure, and he finds Thunderbunk, takes a huge hit, and that is a big first down there. And they are definitely in field goal range now. But they are going to try to get the touchdown. 379 yards by South Alabama's offense. Less than 200 for the Raging Cajuns. Defense is doing their part. South Alabama needs to do theirs. They pick up 2 yards. Bridge on the option, throws it to Jones. And they pick up 3 yards. 3rd and 5. This could be huge. Jones motions. Bridge is looking. Throws it. It's not intercepted. And Jeremy Jones comes down with it somehow. And he picks up the first down. 1st and goal. The clock is winding down. He hands it off to Houston. He runs up for 4 yards. 35 seconds left to go here. And he hands it off to Jay Jones, who walks it in for a touchdown. That might have been a mistake. But nonetheless, they are up 17-10. And here comes Terrence Broadway, who could have the clutch factor and get his team into winning position. 28 seconds left to go, though. So this is going to be tough. Here comes the Raging Cajuns. The final drive of this game. Quarterback's looking, he decides to run, he's still running, and he trips, he comes down, they call a timeout. 23 seconds left to go, 2nd and 9. Quarterback takes it, it's a screen pass, gets it off, is he going to get the first? And he's stopped just short, and he's kept in bounds. They call a timeout, 3rd and inches. Quarterback takes the snap, he's looking, and he's brought down for a sack. 8 yards, 4th and 8. 7 seconds left to go. Are they going to get it off in time? 3 seconds, 2, 1. He's looking. He throws it, and it's deflected by Charles Watson, and that will end the game. The South Alabama Jaguars, 11-1. They get the final win at home. The seniors are celebrating. What a season it's been. Bridge comes in and does the job just enough. Cleared the game. Jay Jones, 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown. It's been a great season so far. In the final home game of the season, 3rd quarter, 2nd and 12, Ross McDaniel throws a pass, but he's hit hard, and he is out the rest of the game with a concussion, and Bridge has to come in to replace him. And on top of that, the Raging Cajuns find the opportunity to tie up the game 10-10. After showing a brief sign of struggle, Bridge finds his magic, and he drives the team up a few times up the field on beautiful passes. The pass game was just on fire, but there were 3 attempts. The first 2, he could not get them, ran out of bounds, and on the 3rd down, could not get the first, and they go for a field goal. They miss. The following drive, again, they work up the field, convert a few 3rd downs, crucial 3rd downs, and then this 3rd and 7, Thunderbunk drops the pass, and Bridge misses a wide open Bryant Lavender, who burned his defender. And then this drive, the magical drive, connects with West Saxton, trucks defenders out of his way, putting them in great field position. And Thunderbunk getting the 3rd down, taking a huge hit. And this 3rd and 5 that Jeremy Jones got, just a risky pass, almost got picked off, and then caps it off with Jay Jones getting a touchdown. It wasn't the best ending, but they got the win, and defense does their job. The Jaguars get the conference Sun Belt Championship, and they come in first, 11-1. What a great year! And just to give you an overview of the conference championship week, game of the week: Fresno State, Boise State. Fresno State takes it home; they're 12-1. Blake Bell, Oklahoma, gets the Heisman, and on top of that, he will go and he will face Alabama in the national championship game. South Alabama, they get a bowl game and they will face mid-Tennessee. Can they win? Let's see what they do. Ross Nathaniel will be back, and let's see how he concludes his senior year. Stay tuned, guys.